A red and white quilt.
I know, it's beautiful.
Okay, we're going to, where are we going?
Vendor mall.
To the vendor mall. Delicious. I want to remember this.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, this is Quilt Heaven. Right?
This is nothing.
This is the beginning of Quilt Heaven. What are you getting?
Look how cute.
Well, all I have is
Little dragonfly.
Oh, little dragonfly. For you modern quilters. I hope it's okay.
Yes, absolutely. Let me get out of the way. So all of these quilts are on auction.
Oh, really?
Ooh, that was so beautiful.
Website, ovarianquilt.com. We're raising money and awareness for ovarian cancer. Are y'all quilters?
Yes.
What?
Well, if you want to donate a quilt next year, we do our auction every other.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. Let's get it close up for the quilt lovers. Look at this, look at this.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I think this one's beautiful too. These are offered to a nation for the, it says online auction. Isn't that beautiful? Go over here. These are all for donation for the ovarian auction. I love people who do donations. Quilts of Valor quilts. Quilts of Valor. So I just wanted to show you pictures of what this place looked like, and this was just where you could buy quilting products. Superior Thread was there, Ann Bright was there, there was Gamble, all these beautiful suppliers. Baby Lock was there, and honestly, this place is a quilter's heaven. So I ended up going into the quilted area because that's what I really wanted to look at. It's the quilts. And before every quilt that comes up, I went ahead and I took a picture of their information sheet. And so this quilt that's coming up is called Eager to Learn Afghanistan by Jillian. And her quilt was so beautiful to behold. It really looks like a tapestry. It's like a piece of art. And it really does say something about the time that we're in, especially in Afghanistan. And the next quilt that's coming up is called The End of the Spin by Melissa Sobotoka. I'm sorry if I'm saying their last names wrong. This quilt was really beautiful to look at. It looked like a piece of art. It had some depth to it, and even it looks like the spools were coming up outside the fabric. And that's what was really just beautiful about this quilt. I just was in awe of it. Some of the work that these artists do is so divine. Now, this quilt is called Blue Plate Special by Susan Stewart, and she's from Pittsburgh, and she allowed me to do a brief interview with her, so it was really a blessing to see her and hear her share about her quilt.
Are you okay? Okay, I've been quilting for about 15 years, but I have been sewing since I was 5 years old, and fell in love with machine embroidery about 20 years ago when the first lines came around. This quilt took me probably 4 or 5 months to make. Everything except these blue fabric strips are machine embroidery on the quilt, including the lace border on the edge, which is free motion machine embroidery stitched on water soluble stabilizer. And when the stabilizer is washed away, all that's left is lace.
It's beautiful.
Let me show you the back.
Yes, please.
The back shows the quilting better than the front, and the quilting is all hand-guided on a sit-down machine. It's not computerized like the embroidery designs.
Thank you so much. So this beautiful quilt, Blue Plate Special by Susan Stewart, won the Superior Thread Mastery Artist for the Thread of Artistry Award. Now this next coming quilt is from Beth Newford. She's the top piecer, and the long arm quilter is Clems Brusrick. And this is a collaboration between the top maker and the long arm quilter, bringing their work together to come to Houston to show off their beautiful artistry. Now, in a minute, we're going to interview the long arm quilter, which is Clems Bosrick, and she's going to come up in a picture. And she gave me a chance just to share with me a little bit of her process of long arm quilting. And so here you see all this wonderful texture, but also to the confidence that the long arm or the piecer of the quilt top has to trust in their long armor. This wonderful quilt took time to make, and for her to hand it off to this quilter is such an honor. And so here you see this long arm quilter show me her quilt, the back quilt, and we're going to go to the interview. How long have you been long arm quilting?
Since '08 full time.
Oh, wait.
And I started 2 years prior but did it part time.
It's
Kind of
beautiful.
overtook my life and now that's all I do.
It's a blessing. It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful quilt. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm
Clem Bozick also shared how she was so honored that Beth Nuffer had confidence in her to take on this challenge in quilting and long arm quilting this quilt for her, and that it was an honor that the top maker, Beth Nuffer, was willing to let her participate in this beautiful journey in making this quilt top a magnificent art piece. Now, this next quilt is called Why Not by Angela Potebosili. I'm so sorry, I'm messing up your name. She won first place on Traditional Piecing Award. Yeah, first place, and it's her first quilt. She states that she just decided to do this wonderful, beautifully made quilt, and she says, well, why not? And so in a second, you'll see the intricate, tiny piecing that this quilt has and the involvement of time that it has. Honestly, there's people who've been piecing for years who have not been able to get points and those pieces together the way they are. Honestly, this quilt is a showstopper, and she really deserves her first place award, and it is a magnificent art piece, and I can't believe this is her first quilt that she's ever made. So here I want to give out a shout out to one of my favorite people in the world. Her name is Deborah Dubrow. She's a long arm quilter who was working a booth over there at the Houston International Quilt Show 2015. Also, here you see all of us quilters getting together so that we could get ready to go on the bus. And I want to give a shout out to the manager at Oak Leaf Quilt Store in New Braunfels. She's the one holding that rainbow uh, umbrella with the green bright shirt to tell us here she is so that none of us were left behind. I really am excited or thankful that I even had this experience. I've never gone to a quilt show or any type of quilt festival or anything. And it was just such a great event for me. And I wanted to document even our bus ride home. And so here I just took pictures of Houston. There was a lot of construction. Also, I really recommend that if you are going to a quilt show, try it on a bus. Being around quilters and other long arm quilters and piecers that love the art of quilting, it was just so much fun having that camaraderie. And here I took a picture of myself. My feet hurt, my back hurt. So I really recommend that you carry light because there's so much to look at and there's so much to buy that by the time you're on your way on to get back on the bus, you're loaded with a whole bunch of fabric, scissors. I bought rulers and beautiful fabric that I haven't seen before. And so this is us excited to go home, and it started getting late, and so this is us on the bus at night. I also want to remind everybody the ovarianquilt.com, the lady who talked to me earlier It says that the auction is still going, and so if you want to do any donations and bid for one of those beautiful quilts that I took pictures of, that is still going on, or if you're a quilter and you want to donate a quilt to help research in ovarian cancer, that she would love new participants. I really thank you for watching my tutorial. If you want more videos of beautiful quilts that I got to see, just let me know and I'll post another video. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.